Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about kind of a more serious topic. Not really serious, but just something that I'm pretty passionate about. Today I'm going to be talking about TikTok and art TikTok, whatever you want to call it. Just basically artists on TikTok and my relationship with being in that space. I started making art content on TikTok starting sometime in 2021, but I have been on TikTok. Well, I'm not anymore, but I started doing TikTok long before that, just like everybody else. Before I started posting art content, I was posting lip sync videos. It was a pretty dark time in my life, but that's how I got my first little boost of followers on there. That was like where my first 1,000 followers came from. And then after I kind of hit a stump and really couldn't get over the 1,000 followers, I decided that I wanted to stop making meaningless content and post something that I was actually proud of and post something that actually means something to me. So I started showing off just little doodles and sketches, sometimes a painting process video or a sketchbook tour, and that was really fun. I'll talk about some of the positive things about TikTok and being in the TikTok art community before I get into my critiques and all the negative things, because I feel like there are a lot more negative things than there are positive. There are so many talented artists and just people in general on TikTok, and that's actually how I found some of my closest friends to this day, is through TikTok and through the content that I posted. And I will forever be grateful for that, because those are like lifelong friends that I've made through TikTok and through posting art content on there. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. I found so many of my favorite artists through TikTok. I'll put some up on the screen. It'll be their Instagram handles, because I don't know what their TikTok handles are now, because I don't use TikTok anymore. But you should definitely go check them out. They're amazing. And all of these people are inspiration for my art and my art style. And that's another positive thing that I would like to add about TikTok. It is a very inspiring place. There are so many cool people who do cosplays and cool makeup, just with cool outfits in general. It's just very inspiring, at least for me and my artwork. Now let's talk about why I stopped posting on TikTok and just using it in general. I'm sure if you are a part of the art community, you have seen the rendering process video.
Crooked was once an active user on TikTok, specifically the art community in the app itself. When Crooked posted a video regarding the rendering process for a piece, many in the community sparked back an outlash due to the art style that was presented in the video, especially towards where the eyes on the character were placed. This would result in many insulting Crooked's art by making fun of it or quote-unquote fixing it, being sent multiple messages of degrading comments, and others trying to dig up any dirt they could possibly find and to shine light on for the user.
Crying Blossom made a really good video going over that whole situation. It will be linked in the description. I highly recommend you go watch that. But watching that whole situation go down in real time and seeing other artists like ripping this artist apart, it was just so surreal. There was constantly some form of mass hate going on, especially to younger slash beginner artists. And even when I logged back into my TikTok to try and find the original rendering process video, I instead stumbled across this video. This is a great example of what I was talking about. Nobody asked this person to quote unquote fix this other person's art. It's just completely unnecessary. I don't know if people realize this, but drawing skinny people is okay. That is completely okay. And I remember there was a whole big like controversy going on with the artist that the original piece belongs to, Pickle Girl. I like showed them in the Instagram shoutouts just a little bit ago. It was insane, but that's a whole different can of worms. You would be surprised at how many of these fixing so and so's art videos that there are on TikTok. A lot of people will use the excuse that it is from a constructive criticism point of view, but it is definitely not. And there is a difference between giving actually good advice and trying to help somebody improve their art with like anatomy tips or, things like that, and then just being blatantly disrespectful to somebody's style. And I'm sure that it's no surprise that there is weirdly a lot of racism in the art community, especially on TikTok. People will just whitewash characters. A lot of the original posts and videos have been taken down, but I found a couple videos where people will fix the whitewashing. In this case, I think that fixing the art is acceptable. You can find a bunch of videos like this by just searching whitewashed art or looking for that hashtag. It's just too much, man. There's too much going on all the time. There's too much drama. And I don't want to be one of those people that's just like, oh, there's drama all the time. But there really is. Like, in a community that should be like the chillest community ever, it's just chaos all the time. It's just like, what are we arguing about? Why? There's no need for this. It's absolutely pointless. And I'm not sure how it is now. I hope that it's better, but I really doubt it. I don't know if it's just me, but I also prefer seeing long form art content. I think it's just it's just better. I like seeing how people do things and their process, and I like hearing people ramble while they do it. I don't know. Ever since I started doing YouTube, it's kind of been like a whole new world. And I am going to do short form content again. I started posting Instagram Reels. I have two up right now. If you want to check them out, they're on my Instagram at Echo Isn't Okay. I also have my commissions open right now. If you're interested in getting a commission from me, all of the information is on my Instagram. It'll be in the description and on the screen right now. Now that all of that is out of the way, I guess I'll say a little bit about what I'm working on in the background. I am drawing plum pudding and rainbow sherbet from strawberry shortcake. I chose these two because one, they both have purple hair, and I've really been into purple lately, and also I think they just need some more love. They're kind of background characters, especially plum pudding, so I wanted to give her a little bit of love. Before I stop the voiceover, I just want to talk about one more thing, and it's about the brushes that I'm using. I found them, they're by this artist, and they are amazing. These are my new favorite brushes, and I'm going to leave a link to where you can get these for yourself if you want to try them out. They're really good. The sketch brush is just like, it's perfect. I love it so much, and I'm going to be using it from now on.